Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming podcast. Today is the 23rd August of 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for this evening. Today we're going to take a look at two stories. First, we're going to talk about CD Projekt Red controversial tweet, and secondly we're going to take a look at Paramount Pictures, as it seems they want to make a movie based around about the mobile game Monument Valley. But let's start with CD Projekt Red, as they have been forced to apologize for a tweet for their upcoming game Cyberpunk 2077. So this game, which has been gathering a lot of attention because everybody, and I mean like literally everybody, loved The Witcher 3, and everybody's anticipating the next CD Projekt Red game, has been getting some negative press that happened because of a controversial tweet on their official Twitter account. So you know, Gamescom is currently happening. Probably most of you know that. And during this time, CD Projekt Red has been teasing us with bunch of new artwork and pictures from the game. And in response to one of the account's tweets, one user stated, "I want more, guys." And somebody who probably runs the Twitter account at CD Projekt Red returned, "Do you just assume their gender?" The tweet and all the replies have since been deleted for pretty obvious reasons, I think. But, you know, it's the internet and everything's kept on the internet forever. You cannot escape. Once it's there forever. And it received, let's call it, mixed response. Well, a decent chunk of the user base seems to think this was mainly just a harmless joke. A certain part of the internet has accused CD Projekt Red of transphobia and are now stating they will no longer be purchasing the game when it comes out. Which seems like one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, to be honest. CD Projekt Red has since issued an apology on the account. It states, "Sorry to all those offended by one of the responses sent out from the account earlier. Harming anyone was never our intention." I don't know. It doesn't seem like something worth apologizing. I don't think they did anything that was transphobic. If anything, it seemed trans-inclusive, saying that characters in their game will be trans, and that people are assuming people's genders. I do understand that it was probably meant satirically, so that's probably a reason why people are calling out transphobia. But is this the world we live in? Is this what we are now concerned about? About somebody making a stupid ass joke? Seriously, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth a controversy. This isn't worth the apology. And I know I'm talking about it and only making it worse by saying it is worth a video. That's why I'm not going to spend much time on it. But seriously, it's just a joke. Learn to live with jokes. Jokes don't hurt anyone. It's not like somebody came to a trans person and stabbed them. It was just a stupid ass joke. And again, if anything, it actually, to me, it sounds trans inclusive, not exclusive. Seriously. And the second news for today, the one I'm actually excited about. Paramount Pictures is making a Monument Valley movie. So, Monument Valley, this is one of the best mobile games ever created. Beautiful, very playable, and I'm very happy to say very profitable for the company. It originally came out in 2014. It gathered a lot of attention in 2015 when it appeared in an episode of Heart of Cards. And it's just about trying to solve these little puzzles in what everybody considers Escher-like landscape, and you just try to get from one point to the other. And now Paramount Pictures is going to bring this onto the big screen. And this actually excites me. This is a game that has somewhat of a storyline, but it isn't particularly fleshed out, let's call it. So this gives a lot of space for the movie creators to actually create something amazing. And the visual style, I think, is very what's the word I'm looking for? Replicable on the big screen as well. And Patrick Osborne, who is currently directing the Nimona film adaptation, he's going to be making this movie. He's going to be directing it more precisely. And Osborne told Deadline, "Monument Valley is a one-of-a-kind experience, at once small in its meditative, simple gameplay, as well as enormous in its sense of history. I'm privileged to be handed the reins to Ida's mysterious kingdom, to play in her world of impossible architecture, where seeing things differently is everything." And you know what? This actually fills me with hope. He seems to understand the premise of the game, that it's not really about, you know, the story. It's more about the journey. And if they're going to be, if they're capable of translating this into the movie, that will be awesome. And I truly believe, while this probably won't be your big summer blockbuster, it's gonna be a cool movie. And if it's not, I'm gonna be really sad. I think it can have some really cool CGI, something similar to Marvel's Doctor Strange. I think would fit this perfectly. You know, just weird stuff happening with landscape. But again, I'm just really excited that more and more video games are being turned into movies. I've stated this numerous times, but movies, in my opinion, should be the next big thing when it comes to movies. You know, right now we're living in the age of comic book movies, but that age will inevitably end. I know a lot of people will not be liking this. A lot of people love comic book movies, including me. Right now I'm wearing a Harry Potter shirt, but I have plenty of comic book shirts, especially from Marvel, because the MCU is awesome. But you know what? Eventually people will want to see something different. And this is where I think video games should kick in. There are so many great stories to be told by video games. And Monument Valley, while probably not being the epic movie everybody wants to see, like, I know, I would love to see, like, a movie from the Elder Scrolls. Like, I would probably think the Oblivion storyline would be most easily translatable to a movie. But Monument Valley could be the artsy movie of video games. And if done well, it could truly be one of the jewels of video game movies. Well, though that's not that hard at the moment, as most of them suck. But hopefully in the future they won't. And with that being said, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Steam, maybe you want to give us an upvote and follow the blog. Either way, be sure to leave a comment and be sure to tune in tomorrow for more gaming news, as we are a source of daily gaming news every single day. See you guys later with more gaming content.